Welcome to the CIKFIA European Championship. My name's Kenny Delahunty, and alongside me today is a former McLaren Mercedes champion, Andrew Delahunty. But the temperatures at Zuera are as high as 40 degrees. The SFK drivers are here to score points for their championship, but in the KF3 category, the title will be decided today. One of the drivers is Carlos Sainz Jr., the son of the Spanish double world rally champion. Zuera, an interesting place. It's built in the middle of the desert in the province of Aragon. It's very hot in summer, and the drivers will need to find a compromise between speed and tyre wear. Well, let's pick it up then. 13 to 15-year-olds. There were 80 of them, and it's been whittled down, and it's Nick de Vries who starts well, but he's going to be hard-pressed by the man who was also on that front row, Carlos Sainz Jr., and Carlos Sainz Jr. has got into a very good start indeed there, and they've swapped places again. Carlos Sainz Jr. taking that lead, but can he hold on to it? Nick de Vries very quick indeed. And that looked to me as if somebody had gone off. I think it was Brabanda. Brabanda in the next race, a big star on the numbers there, and the man who's gone off is Balabag. And I think that Balabag, who would have been the bête noire of Carlos Sainz Jr., has gone into retirement. So quite a battle going on. But at the front, it's Nick de Vries. And the 14-year-old Dutchman is really taking command. Not a lot that Carlos Sainz Jr. can do here. This is the pre-final, which dictates the positions in the final. And there's de Vries, as smooth as you can be. And all the time benefiting from a little battle that's going on behind the Tony Kart driver. Carlos Sainz Jr. has got enough just behind him to not really be able to concentrate on trying to get up with de Vries. De Vries with the Chiesa Corsa team. And an interesting team that is indeed. And remember, of course, it was the Chiesa Corsa team where Lewis Hamilton sharpened his ever-increasing skills. And there, the flag, and look, there's a whole, it's a mile of distance between de Vries and the second-place man. Well, Gerard Balabag retired. That means that his tyres will be fairly fresher. But at the front, here they go for the final. Remember, 13 to 15-year-olds, KF3. Highly competitive, as I said. 80 started when he went into the early qualifying, but the man who looks like he intends to take control of this once again, as in the pre-final, is Nick de Vries as they go agricultural. But Carlos Sainz Jr. certainly on the case, but can he get close enough to make a real challenge? And look at that battle behind. No quarter being asked or given there. And there, the son of the World Rally champion twice, Carlos Sainz Jr. getting a lot of backing here from the crowd. Purpose-built motorsport circuit, one of several in Spain, but it's the Dutchman who looks in a completely commanding position here. And no one's going to touch him. Well, there's a name that I think we're going to be hearing a lot of in the future. Carlos Sainz Jr. Well, when you've got your dad pressing you, and I'm sure he is giving him the best of advice, you expect to be somewhere near the front, but you're not going to be in that top of the podium situation as Nick de Vries has been. Zanardi, Perilla powered. A little double arm salute at the end of it. You see the Tony Kart coming in second place. And look at Jack Dennis from Great Britain, and Silver there from Great Britain in 6th and 7th place. Well, let's hear from the winner.
Well, I knew it was really difficult because this track has a lot of slipstream, so it's difficult to leave. And the pre-final, it was hot, but not hot as the final. So for the final, it was even more rubber, and I think that was quite good for us. And I managed to make a quite big gap, and it's fantastic.
Can only drive a good race, can talk one too. Let's hear from Carlos Sainz Jr. Obviously, he's going to be disappointed. We worked very hard on the weekend to get on the podium because we wanted to win. It was very difficult, and finally the victory goes to De Vries. He was faster in the final, so he deserves to win. It's all good for him, but I have to settle for second place. But the question for 2010, will Nick De Vries stay in KF3 or move to SKF? More to come. Well, after the first 2 rounds of SKF at La Conta, it's close as the top drivers have less than 9 points between them. We're going to have a look in a moment. And Jason Parrott, the leader of the championship, with 32 points. There's the team. It's the kart. He drives a Birrell. He has a 3-point lead on the second place, Simo Puaka. But Jason has set up problems in qualifying. He complained he's got understeer.
We're in the lead now. The first race went obviously very well for us because we won and we was very fast. Now we have some problems with the setup, but I think for tomorrow we should be okay for the race.
Simo Puaka in the paddock. Well, he's second in the European ranking with 29 points. In the first European event at La Conca, he won the pre-final. In Zuera, he got his setup right.
Last practice I was third and was okay, but in the qualifying practice we make a little bit mistake and we lose some position. But anyway, tomorrow is new day.
French driver Manuel Rinaldi, 27, is the oldest driver in the paddock, but one of the quickest. He was very impressive in the heats, despite receiving a 10-second penalty. He won one of the 3 qualifying sessions and finished second in the other. He's the pre-final poleman. Here he is.
Depuis le début de l'année, ça marche bien. Que ce soit en
Since the beginning of the year, everything has worked well in SKF, 125cc, KZ2 or KZ1. Everything is okay each time, so my confidence is at 100% and it gives me more ambition. Yannick de Brabander, a Belgian driver, driving for him Brad Pitt. He had a really bad weekend at La Conca on his 18th birthday, where he didn't finish the final. Will he change his aggressive style?
The last 2 days we were very quick. Only in the time qualification we had a little problem with the back tires. We were too much sticking to the asphalt. But now we know what's the problem, so we try to fix it for Sunday for the finals.
Watch this man, he's a rookie, Arovegno. He's the 2008 KF3 European champion. He showed in Suzuka for the 2009 KF1 World Cup his potential. He's 15, the youngest driver. He's on the front row. Well, Andrew Delahunty, the thoughts in their minds now must be this very first corner. And Rinaldi looks like he can get that one, but it looks to me like Yannick de Brabander is on the move and moved up to second place.
Yeah, good through the first few corners, all of them round, good to see, but also the setup for a great race.
A fight for third place between Venio and Jason Parrott. Jason Parrott, leader of the championship, he's maintaining his lead on Venio, but Martin Benjamin tries to make up a place, but he stays in 5th place. We're on the first of 15 laps. And the front position's not changing too much, but there's a fight there for 5th position developing.
Well, the trouble is here, Tony, is as the pack is starting to fight, the leaders are starting to get away, and it's not good for Jason Parrott. He really needs to be chasing after those leaders.
Well, still on the first lap of the 15. And we're looking there at Rinaldi. He was fast in the heat. He's got a 10-second penalty for jumping the starting one, but still managed to take pole position. But it's all on there on lap 3. Rinaldi and Brabander. and I think it's Brabander who has got through. So Brabander very much on a charge. Rinaldi in second place. And these two are getting away from the rest of the field.
They're certainly getting away from the rest of the field and doing a good job as well, Tony. It doesn't matter, obviously, this race too much. They're all trying to lead up to the final. And at the moment, it's looking good for both these drivers.
Still 12 laps to go. And Rinaldi, with those two getting away, will he be content to remain in that position, just threatening and then make his move later on?
Well, the main thing for these two drivers is to start on the front row for the final, Tony. And at the moment, they're more or less sure of doing that.
And they certainly look good at the moment. They're getting away, and they are. But there's the intrepid driver, and he's still got Rinaldi right behind him. But Janio is coming through there, and there's Oliver Rowland. He started further back. Now, a bit like you, he has a McLaren Mercedes backing there. At one stage, you competed in that championship. Seems to be important for him too, but he's clawing his way through the field. Well, 6 laps to go at the moment. He's certainly going through the field very quickly, but more importantly, Tony, he's obviously a very good driver. He's coming through the ranks very quickly, and with the backing of Mercedes and McLaren, he could be the next Lewis Hamilton. Let's certainly hope so for Great Britain. Well, Brabander is up there. Rinaldi's going to have a look, and he got it down the inside. That's what he was waiting for. Now, has Brabander got an answer? And while they're fighting there, it's the 15-year-old, 15 and a half years, Arovagno, the Finn, who's catching up with both of them. Well, yeah, the youngs are doing very well, but Rinaldi, well, he's got a wise old head on himself, the oldest driver in the paddock, but he's showing his experience and just starting to drive away now. Well, he was certainly quick in qualifying. He was quick in the heats. He won one of them, could have won two if he hadn't had that 10-second penalty. But he's looking good now as they go on to the last lap. And again, benefiting from the battle behind them. But Vagno's gone through into second place there. I'm looking to see where Jason Parrott is, because he couldn't get his setup right. Started way back, but I think he's up into 5th place now. And there is Oliver Rowland. He's making his presence felt as well. And I'm wondering whether Oliver Rowland has got to move on here, where he might just be able to get up and into second place. So we've still got Rinaldi in the front. Genio's gone through into second place. Can Rowland get onto the podium in this pre-final? Brabander's ahead of him. He was a race leader, but he's now got a hard-charging Oliver Rowland after him. Where will he make his move? Well, it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, the time's counting down now. If he can make it, well, another step up the ladder. And it's easier for the start of the second race. Well, let's go and see. It's going to be who's got the first one. That's going to be pretty darn close. Who's got it? Well, Brabander tried to get out of the seat there, but there it is, qualified there. Rinaldi first, Vagno second, Rowland third. Brabander moved to 4th place, Parrott into 5th place. So the championship leader's got it to do. One or two other British drivers there. Bradley in 9th. I'm looking at Foster Jones in 12th, Michael Ryle in 13th place. But what a good race from Rinaldi. But Vagno certainly very much the coming man. He is the coming man, and at 15 years of age as well, just showing what a potential he is. There's the podium.
Au début de course, je savais que j'étais encore un petit peu moyen. Je pensais, j'étais pratiquement sûr que.
In the beginning of the race, I knew that I was not at 100%.
Moins sûr, il aurait été plus vite. Donc non.
I was sure that Yannick de Brabander was faster.
Je pouvais trouver le bon moment et savoir quand est-ce que je pouvais réellement essayer de m'échapper.
But I thought I could stay there.
I felt the 4th place in the start, and then I had good speed, and then overtook few drivers and was second, and speed was quite okay. Not maybe the fastest, but like in the top 5, I think. And I have to be happy, and I am.
You can bet he is. So the podium has at the top of it Rinaldi, 28 years, the oldest, and the youngest Vagno in 1st and 2nd. Oliver Rowland. The SKF final, and Rinaldi, the oldest, Vagno, the youngest, on the front row.
And Oliver Rowland dived down the inside. Stunning move that by Rowland.
And I think Parrott's gone with him as well, so you've got Brit in 1st and 2nd place. Great stuff at the beginning of this one. But can they hold on to that position? Oliver Rowland, a declaration of intent. And he started this in the first heat by finishing last. He's turning a disaster into what could be a triumph, isn't he?
Yeah, but can he get away from Jason Parrott? They're fighting at the front. 2 Brits, great to see.
Well, Parrott, I don't think feels that his car's right on the pace, so he's having to take advantage when he can. But Oliver Rowland then, Brit from Jason Parrott. Parrott, who is leading the championship going into this event. And it's still Parrott in the second place, Oliver Rowland with first place. Remember, there's 15 laps of this. And it really is going to be hammer and tongues all the way through. I think Venio dropped to about 5th place in that one, but still no change at the front. And there's the intrepid driver. Brabanda was up there as well. And now we're looking at Parrott through. Parrott through, and that, well, Oliver Rowland's lost 2 places in that. Rinaldi in 4th place, so Rinaldi, the pole man, must have had problems there. This is quite a battle.
Well, it's frantic stuff, and you can see where Lewis Hamilton gets his racecraft from, and I've got to say that both Jason Parrott and Oliver Rowland showing that they are potential for the future as well. Great racing up the front.
Yeah, but can the man who's leading the championship, who knows his kart isn't going that quick, will he be able to hold on somehow with that lead? Jason Parrott, 21 years of age, hails from Peterborough, driving for MGM Racing, and he has really got a tall order there. I know you know him personally. He's very keen to win this championship.
He's very keen indeed, and he's got the talent to do it. Has he got the machinery? Well, we might find out later on today.
This man has Rinaldi. Rinaldi up there. Suddenly, Rinaldi on the challenge again. He won the first race. He likes to win the second. Who's that gone? Is that Brabanda that's got a problem? Well, we'll pick up on that in a moment or two. But still up there at the front, Jason Parrott is crouching down there, but he's now got the questions being asked of him. 3 of the 15 laps completed. It's a long, long way to go. And there goes the position on the inside. Classic karting line there. And Rinaldi, as he was in the first race, back into the lead. But there is Oliver Rowland again. He's been benefiting from some training from McLaren. I think it's been fitness training. And my goodness gracious me, he's really on a charge there. Has Rinaldi got the measure of him?
Well, it'd be interesting to see. The bad thing for Jason Parrott is it's dropped him right back. The front 2 have started to break away, and a good chance now for Ollie Rowland. Can he show his speed? Can he get into the lead?
Giannio is up there as well. Brabanda has slipped a long way back. I don't know what his particular problem is, but maybe we'll hear about that a little bit later on. But yes, Jason Parrott, as you so correctly say, Andrew, has dropped a long way back. But Rinaldi is he's 28 years of age actually, and he hasn't had a fabulous career, but he's a very, very quick karter. But he's got a very, very quick young man behind him. Hails from Penistone in Sheffield. He's already backed my McLaren, and maybe one day, almost certainly you might argue, we'll hear of him on Formula 1 grids. But at the moment, he's just on the case of the leader, the Frenchman Rinaldi. Who's in the better position of these two?
Well, at the moment, you'd like to say that Oliver Rowland, he looks like he's got the pace, and he's gone for the lead as well.
Rinaldi's in trouble, and whether that happened before or just before, I don't know, but Venio's gone up into second place. Rinaldi's going backwards, Brabanda's gone through, Parrott's gone through. So, Rinaldi, what's your guess? What's gone wrong?
It looks like some sort of bearing fault or something certainly around the steering, but he's dropped right off the pace. Looks like it's all over for him.
Could we have a British victory here? Can Oliver Rowland, who started in the first heat, scored no points in round 1 and round 2. First heat, absolutely last. Is he turning 0 into hero?
Well, there's a long way to go in this race, and we've already seen a lot of things happen, but he's still in the lead at the moment, but he's not quite getting away.
14th lap, penultimate lap, and the man on his case now, 15 and a half years old. Allo Venio, Finnish driver. Oliver Rowland, British driver. There's Brabanda, the Brabanda again, and there's Parrott. Parrott trying to get back on the back. Brabanda's in trouble. I thought Parrott was going to hit him for a moment. You saw Brabanda slashing with his arm at the side of the car. He's gone out of it. Parrott up into 3rd place. And the weekend when you can't get your setup right, 3rd ain't bad, is it?
Well, it's damage limitation time for Jason Parrott, but
he's going to want the man in front of him to stay. He's going to want Oliver Rowland to win it, to limit the points on Venio, and that's Brabanda, who's really not a happy bunny in the very least of terms. But what is going to happen here? Now that's Venio. He's got Oliver Rowland in front of him. What does Oliver do? Does he try and block him? Does he just try and shut the doors on every corner?
Well, it looks like he's got enough room here. Can he lead it all the way to the flag? He's got a few kart lengths. He's going to want to get there very quickly.
What do you do in second place now? Do you just try and find the corner where you can just dive down the inside of him, or do you feint?
Well, it's difficult to say. I mean, the 15-year-old He's already finished second today. He's looking to go one step higher on that podium. Can he do it? Well, not long to go.
Come on, Oliver Rowland, this is the last lap. Can you hold on to this? Can you turn zero into hero? He's got to, let's be fair, he's had a great race meeting anyway. A quick look over the shoulder. There's that dive down the inside. Looks like outside that was to be. Now he's going to get the inside of it. Pretty classy remove. 15 years old, and he showed the experience of what a fighter. So Vagno now, but what can Oliver Rowland do? Is there anything left there, or was in fact Vagno's car just the benefit of a little better setup? And are we just watching two extremely competent drivers?
Two very extremely competent drivers. Sadly, Ollie Rowland just trying to block the inside line, but the youngster was too wise to it, too quick for the day. But Ollie Rowland finishing second, and a good weekend's work.
Yeah, and well done to Vagno. Arno Vigneault, Jason Parrott comes in third. Well done to Foster Jones there, British driver, who comes in fifth place. And just looking for Michael Royal there, he finished in 11th. And just a bit further back down the field there, we'll see Benjamin from Belgium was in 13th place. But wow, pretty good stuff. Let's hear from the 15-and-a-half-year-old that stands atop that podium.
Been a really good day, and now win. I have to enjoy this and continue for the next races.
Oliver Rowland can be proud of his weekend. He had his fitness training program. How does he feel about it?
And then I stay in first the whole race, and then Arrow is there all the time, and he's a little bit behind, but I see he can catch. Now I feel pushed with 2 laps to go down the straight, and then I think you have the problem. Then in the first part of the last lap, I make a little bit mistake, and then go to the inside to defend and brake too late and just go wide.
Jason Parrott had to compete with a setup that wasn't working. How does he feel about it?
We have many problems trying to find the setup and the correct way for it to work, but in the end it was not obviously the best because we was not very fast, but we was fast enough to salvage some points for the championship.
Son of a former world champion, Tim Parrott. Well, let's look what the points is. Well, Jason Parrott, damage limitation. They do drop around, so that may mean that Arno Vigneault going into the final round has an advantage. Rinaldi is still up there as well. Andrew Delahunty, the next round, anything could happen.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen, and 2 great drivers at the top, and there's a lot of other drivers just behind them as well. Not a lot of points in it, and a lot of driving still to come.
And remember, on August the 7th on Eurosport, you will get the final 2 rounds. From me, Tony Delahunty, from him, Andrew Delahunty. Bye-bye.